Thank you for watching this video. I hope that it proves to be a blessing and a help to you along your journey as you're asking questions, as you're wondering what may be going on in your life. And maybe you've heard something about this great awakening or you've experienced some of these things. I want to share as much as I possibly can in the short while and perhaps in coming videos, as I'm going to try to post just about every day and continue to grow my channel. This year, 2020, is the year of great awakening. People are waking up by the droves. And it's not just politically, it's really waking up from the grip of the bondage that is called church, that is called God, that is called the Bible, that is called Christianity, that's called religion. Whatever it is. And before you suddenly go to sleep because I said those words or decide that you disagree with this, please listen and understand what happened, okay? Because it's so easy to judge and put labels on things. Here I was, basically a Baptist fundamentalist background, was part of the Southern Baptist Convention, and here I was saved at 3 years old, baptized at 5 years old, grew up in a Christian home, was homeschooled, ended up going to Bible college, was part of the suit and tie, cut your hair, and all that belief system. And here I was about October of last year. I found out through amazing means that I was an empath. Never even knew what that meant, okay? And to make a long story short with that, basically I absorb other people's energies. Empaths are the type of people that are drawn to narcissists, abusive people and leaders, and that's exactly what had happened to me for 38, almost 39 years of my life. I'd experienced the brunt of abuse from the church, religion, and all of that. Thought it was part of that. Like so many people, we've been told that because Jesus died for you, that therefore you're going to be persecuted, you're going to go through things, and in order to please God, that you've got to do yada, yada, yada. We're often taught a cookie cutter religion that's not even according to the Word of God. I don't even know how that has happened, other than even our church systems have turned into narcissist, abusive situations. And so here I am in a church that's dying, dealing with a lot of cynical, mean-spirited people who are not willing to change and do what they needed to do to be able to grow again. And amidst all of that, I had an experience of things that began to happen to me as I wasn't really looking, but at the same time I was looking for more to this life. And basically, to make a long story short, I would have an awakening. Let's put it this way, for those of you, just to help you understand. I literally will say that God brought me out of the church so that my eyes could be open. My intuitive abilities would be open to understand and perceive what is really going on. You see, we can look at this whole COVID shutdown and churches not being able to meet as persecution, or we can look at it as God, the universe source, saying, hold on, your system is broken. Your belief system is not as complete as you thought it was. Because the entire belief system, as we've come to know it in Christianity, is a very fear-based system. You would be shocked if you entered the board rooms and the board meetings of so many different churches of what they're discussing and how they are tearing you down as a human being, when in the reality is you've done not a thing wrong, but you're not following them and what they want you to do, and therefore you're not cool with them. It's crazy to realize and understand. And so coming out of this was part of my awakening, and I began to ask questions and begin to research, and I began to meet different people who I now refer to as my spirit guides, people who would be part of this journey, who would encourage and become part of my soul family as my soul came awake to understand who the core authentic person of me is. And if nothing else can come out of this video, I'm not here to convince you. I'm not here to condemn you for what you believe. You got to sort through that. But I am here to tell you that you need to find your authentic self. There are too many hypocrites inside of the church. There are too many people walking around with a masquerade acting like they're a certain way. So many people say I'm not a racist and yet downright make a racist statement. There's people that say they have no hate in their heart and yet it's very expressed by the very vibrations, by the very look on their face. 2020 is bringing us back to understanding as part of this great awakening who we really are. Who is the core self and tapping into that. And so I was brought out into the universe, into nature, to begin to heal from so many different things that have happened to me through a number of different things. And I may elaborate later on another video. But throughout this journey, I began to ask questions. What does the Bible really say about this? What is the truth about this situation? Why am I keep seeing synchronizations? Why do I keep seeing 444? Why do I keep seeing 1111? Why is it that I keep seeing 333? Why are these things going on? Why is there communication from the universe going on? Why has the COVID come? Why is the news media saying this? Why is it that when I step outside of the church, the very people who were supposed to be my brothers and sisters suddenly start looking at me sideways and start coming at me and telling me that they are concerned for my soul? You want to know something very interesting along this journey? I am more at peace where I am right now than I ever was. If you ever go back to my videos at the start of the COVID crisis, I told you that we're going to be all right. By tapping into my soul, I've come to understand who I really am. And I said, we're going to be all right. We're going to get through this somehow. I know we're going to be okay. We're not all going to die. We're going to come out through the other side of this. Many of us, I may even forget it's going to happen. But one thing I know is we're never going to return back to that terrible situation that we were in before COVID started. You know, it really wasn't all it's been cracked up to be. This reset has given us an opportunity to understand our systems have been broken for a long time. Our religious belief systems aren't able to always sustain us when we come to find the core of who we are. We've been lied to. And at some point along the journey, we've accepted those lies to be part of our belief system. And we begin to take them on and begin to make them part of our belief system. And then we go out and we tell others because that's what we do. That's what we're taught to do. We're told to say these things. And so when we're given a reset like this, when awakening happens, when it is literally like an ice pick to the middle of your forehead happens with ascension symptoms of headaches going on, with beginning to understand mood patterns, beginning to see things you've never ever seen before. And I'm not talking about spooky things, but actually things that begin to make sense, to begin to make you understand, oh, this is what's been going on. I just haven't been aware of what nature itself has been doing, what it's been trying to get my attention. I used to wonder for years why every full moon the crazy people came out. Now I have a total different understanding of how the full moon can actually charge us as human beings and help us get through to the next full moon. It's how you use it. It's how you understand it. It's according to your faith, be it unto you. But as I've asked questions, the universe has given me answers. Answers of love, answers of abundance, answers of amazement, answers of new friends, of a loving community of people who are not cynical, but people who have accepted me as a core person that I am. And as I step into that and share with others, this is the most amazing year when many of us are awakening and we can't really do a thing about it. I'm talking to people all over the world who are literally telling me the symptoms they're going through, telling me what's going on, and it's so exciting to connect with them. And we're like, you too, this has happened to you? Yes, it's literally happening to people all over the world. This awakening is literally happening. And it is awakening of star seeds, of light workers who have chosen to come back into this earth to reveal exactly what is going on. And part of what is going on is a destruction of the cabal, a destruction of the deep state, a destruction of the religious systems that have lied and kept us in fear for so long. Those walls are coming down. And in those places are coming in an abundance of love. Children free to laugh again. An amazing, a beautiful earth, just how you dreamed it to be. Some of us know it as a fifth dimension. I've been there too. I've experienced that. I never dreamed before experiencing that that would ever happen to me. I understood that when I died, that my body would be transferred to heaven, and that would be the only transferring that would ever happen. But as part of this awakening, I began to understand there are other dimensions upon this earth. And you and I as light workers can enter those dimensions. We can do our part and share the word and begin to raise the vibrations of the collective. We've already been doing it. It's been happening. Thousands of people look into the Schumann resonance. It's amazing to research that and understand. The vibrations have been phenomenal of what's been going on as we as light workers are raising those vibrations and literally changing the earth one person at a time, affecting millions of people, if not billions of people, all the way around the world. So thank you once again for watching this. Be encouraged. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm on social media, and drop me a line if this resonates with you. If you'd like to know more, subscribe if you want to see my channel. And I hope you all have an amazing, most wonderful day. And once again, thank you and namaste.